Hello, most vibrant Ohana. Let's get some late night tea. I have been picking up on a stale soulmate energy, aka karmic energy, that has been voted out of the top tier that they position that they once held. People were realizing the backlash they were receiving when they would just energetically exchange with this individual. And now this individual was blackmailing many people for quite some time and getting away with it. But it's gotten to the point where even they have done the healing and have made amends with themselves now, to where this individual that has been taken out of their position, right, that they were gaining by using fear tactics. I'm hearing, you are the weakest link. Goodbye. And I've been hearing that all week pretty much. So, yeah. Trust and believe that your intuition is on point. This StaleMate has been trying to repeatedly cause bodily harm, and now maybe self-inflicting some bodily harm because they have no one else to harm. And they are just wanting to know how it is that you move. Okay, I'm talking to a very divine collective. And they were getting the scoop on you through all of these other people that they were blackmailing. They are materialistic. So the individual that I'm speaking of is very gluttonous. And in these moments is having so many repeated thoughts of doubt, you guys, so much. And at the same time, they're in a sick way, and this could be a trigger warning. They're aroused at the same time by the pain that they're going through. Oh my gosh, thank you. Confirmation, sexuality. So this energy can be into pedo kind of stuff, that kind of stuff. Yeah, they're rejecting waking up to the fact that they're in the wrong. They don't want to face the consequences of the actions that they've taken. Yep, they've been stalking you online, or for some of you even physically. And I get that a lot of you have picked up and moved locations, and this person is still following you. That's freaking creepy. That is creepy. So don't forget to call your power back and activate your full body armor, right? Smudge, cleanse, do your spiritual bath, your nature walks, your affirmations, your prayers, your send back to senders, your psalms, And Spirit is asking for all parties to surrender to the unknown. It is far more better than going back to the same spot you left. So that's something, like I said, there's two energies in this world. There is of the light and there is not of the light. And Spirit is advising for all to surrender to the unknown in this moment, especially to the lower vibe attachments. Ooh, I feel like something's coming. Forgiveness above all is for one's own salvation. So the angels are working and the ancestors are working overtime right now to keep the divine protected from the stalemates. You can also invoke on Metatron and use the Metatron cube as a form of protection, especially in your third eye. I'm getting that the recent attacks have been on the downloads, and I stuttered when I said that as well. So on your uploads, downloads, and your visuals, okay? All because this person, this energy had a God complex. And you are minding your own business, doing your own thing, trusting in the divine, and staying on your destined path, right? Remaining focused, connecting to the outer galaxies and everything in them, and really focusing on the healing that you deserve, and acquiring ancient wisdom through meditation, most likely, studying, right? It doesn't have to be astrology, but you're brushing up on the spiritual side and the mysticism and the science behind it, okay? Not everything is, unicorns and rainbows. They come from somewhere, right? Oh, and this just bent, so someone can resonate with the continent of Asia or be of Asian descent. Also, the way that a couple of cards bent, someone's bending, doing the most, I'm getting. This troll, while you remain enchanting. The more enchanting you become, the more they seem to be upset and really try to just throw more dirt on your name. But I'm picking up no one's buying it anymore. Yeah, people see, right? They left this person alone and they see it's better to be alone than in the energy of that entity because of what's coming out, you guys. And you can find out through social media, on a podcast. You guys may be going on a podcast to talk about this, or you may be in the actual news or newspaper for this. But this individual has just, there's no divine protection. Oh my gosh. Wow. There were many warnings. Don't F with an oracle. Oh, divinely protected, but this individual is no longer, there's no connection. They're completely cut off. They cannot, their foresight it's cut off. They say it takes just the size of a mustard seed of hope to regain your sense of stability and to come back, to snap back, right, out of the oppression, out of the depression, out of the possession even, because it is demonic possession at that point. So this individual, doesn't even have that, unfortunately. All while you remain cheerful, colorful, and vibrant, and you give thanks to Source God for your body, your health, your organs, and everything that's lifted you and gotten you to the point that you are right now, because these attacks were brutal, you guys. They were directing lots of negativity at you, and it may have been manifesting in your workplace, even in traffic. I'm getting like car accidents. I'm seeing cars honking and honking. Like, you may have been getting into altercations or feeling road rage or just, out of the norm. This individual was projecting and directing all of that towards you. And now, when you order something, the universe doesn't know if you're ordering it for yourself or the person next to you, because you're the one invoking it. So this person was ordering this with you in mind, but you sent it back. So obviously it's going to land with interest, right? Because interest was accrued for all the time that they were running from the karma, and they're still running. So we have the Pleiadians as well. Lots to do with healing, education, and music. So I'm speaking to a group that is very healing through using their throat chakra. Okay. Interesting. Thank you, Spirit, for coming through. Yeah. And you're going to be, using your throat chakra on this parasitic infection, demonic possession. So you're going to monetize off of this. You really are, off of their mental oppression. They monetized, right? They profited off of by being a false prophet and throwing dirt on your name and throwing you under the bus. And a lot of you had CPS called on you. A lot of you lost your kids, your family. You know, you lost jobs. You may have lost your home at one point. You know, you lost a lot, a lot. So um, give gratitude for losing it on account of another, right? Because it's coming back a millionfold, okay? All while you get your dream life and your wish fulfillment. So ground in nature, because something's coming your way. Something good, something great is coming your way. And Spirit is asking and guiding you to ground into nature, to connect so that you can receive that upload, right? Be in a moment of stillness, but pure stillness, right? Not around Wi-Fi, not around other energies, chaos, traffic, you know, the towers and stuff like that. You don't want to be around those things when you're trying to upload this. Travel. So some of you may even have a place that you travel to so that you can astral, or you can just be astral projecting as well at night, I'm getting, in your dream state. So make sure that you smudge your energy, keep cleansed. Always like smudge your bed, your vehicle, you know, do those extra things, your shoes, where you walk, you know, all those things, they really matter. It's all energy and intent that you're putting into it. It's not just so much the smoke, right? The smoke is what puts into the airwaves, into the frequency that you're setting the intent for. And right, tapping into your consciousness with intent, going on a journey as this light worker that you came to be, because you have been awakened. You're abundantly aware of who you are. And, you know, if you know, you know. So that's all I'm going to say about that. That's all I'm going to say about that. While you remain in high spirits, and this is also confirmation, positive. Also, I'm picking up that the karmic tested positive for something incurable, which has also led to their downfall in the most recent. Something to do with, okay, so I got flow as a river, and the word flow stuck out to me, right? And that can be perceived as like the menstrual cycle, okay? So I'm getting that this person may either have some type of like, you know, uterine C word, or some kind of an STD, not, you know, spiritually transmitted demon, but an actual STD or STI, because of a past life strife, and also just from past timelines in this lifetime that they have created, right? As you know, this is what's showing the collective around this individual, right? It's confirming their lifestyle and all the lies that they spoke on, you know, the divine. And people with a, you know, they had the God complex because you actually know God. You're a channel, a direct channel to source. So, you know, that was the confirmation on that. Also, you're being advised to check in on your body, and if you're low on like magnesium or iron, copper, you know, really keep up with your supplementations. Also, I'm getting that this individual, you know, the negative, the StaleMate, was supplementing something, like taking credit for things that were not theirs, right? And so more to come. You will find something out. You will know. But I'm getting that they just, you know, they did you the favor, collective. They did you the favor. They built your empire for you. You didn't have to lift a finger. And now they're going to lose, you know, the falsity that they built on, while you will be walking into, the recognition that you're not even quite aware. You're not even aware that this is even going on right now because you're so focused on your divine destined path. Um, you're focused on serving community and your self care and getting your ducks in a row again because you've had to rebuild so often that now you're just like, I know what I'm doing, I know where I'm going, and this is what it is, and you're going for it. Even if you don't really know, you're still gonna try these new things, right? Because you're busy manifesting. Yes, as I was just saying. Thank you so much, Spirit. Yes, and this, like I said, another confirmation. This individual just had a God complex, yet they were supplementing what you speak on and what you advocate on. Oh, wow. So just, um, what's the word? I can't even think of the word right now. So a lot of you maybe even no, this individual's feeling a lot of brain fog. I'm really picking up on their energy. Archangel Michael and Metatron, please clear the energy. Thank you. Um, they were very hypocritical. Thank you guys so much. You're over here passing the test, and you're the director, editor, writer, screenplay, actor, actress of your own life. Okay? You're the special of the day. I love that. I hadn't received that one yet. I forgot I made that. Wow, this kitchen witch is out there just, coming up with some diabolical freaking recipes. So the divine is making sure that you are highly protected, okay? Never to worry because you carry sacred wisdom, sacred knowledge within you that, you're a walking guidebook. You're a spirit guide in the flesh, right? And you are, so this individual was either doing magic on you or they were paying, right? They were paying somebody or many somebodies, because when you think of black magic, obviously it happens in the spirit realm before it can manifest in the tangible, in the 5D, or in their case 3D. And this individual was hiring people to not only stalk you but to speak ill upon you, right? To wish bad things on you, out of jealousy, you guys, out of Jezebelian energy. Yeah, very lustful. I was just saying, thank you, Spirit, for confirmation. Jezebel spirit, you guys, lust. Okay, very jealous, very envious, very gluttonous. So you'll know who I'm speaking of. This individual will come to mind for you. But remember, forgive them, Father, for they not know their sins, right? At some point, you can forgive the flesh, but it's the energy that's attached to them, right? Because they've allowed it out of either ignorance or jealousy or addiction or whatever the case is, but they left an open door and they left the light on for something and they left the sign that says welcome, but it didn't specify to whom. So they're just leaving that welcome sign there for anybody and anything and any energy to take over them. So, yeah, they needed to clean their energy more often. But you learn that, right, collective? You have ancient ties into Egypt. So you have these memories within you of healing modalities, of shadow work, of, going into these temples and chambers. And, I'm getting the Temple of Denendera, where they sat in the darkness, or they would go in caves and sit in darkness for weeks, to purge and to come out ascending. And these are things that are coming back to you now. So you may be noticing more heightened abilities as well, which is awesome. Just more clarity. They've always been there, but you're getting to, like, you're having a cleaner connection, if that makes sense. Also, some of you may be cleaning up your diet, your environment, your internet, whatever it is that you used to consume. You're now in a more cleaner environment. I'm picking up on your energy is just more, it's more magnetic, right? And in order to magnetize in that abundant state, you have to make those changes in order to have a cleaner aura. Yes, you had to face these faded lessons. Tap into your Akash and remember who the F you are. You are the open channeler. All right, I will leave it there for time purposes. Thank you for sticking around this long. If you have, remember my videos are only for education, entertainment, and encouragement purposes. Much love, one love.